Welcome to it, the first weekend in November. We'll get things started off where it's at. I'm Clay from Club 937. Friday night, there's a whole array of events going on, and we'll start off in downtown Saginaw. It's the premiere of The Haunting at the Hoyt. Now, Hoyt Library, this is a movie that's been made in Saginaw, about the real life. And I haven't quite grasped if it's real or if it's just kind of a fiction story that's made of The Haunting at Hoyt Library. Now, The Haunting at the Hoyt happens at the Temple Theater in downtown Saginaw, 7:30. And when you pay for admission, you get a DVD of the movie as well. It's the second in the Haunting series as well. So this is something you might want to go check out, especially if you're missing that Halloween vibe that left us last weekend. It's something for you to go check out. Also, looking for some comedy, Seth Meyers is going to be at Michigan State University doing a little stand-up. Now, he had the late show with Seth Meyers, so you can go see him at MSU. But the event of the night happens down in Detroit at the Joe. Big Sean, Dej Loaf on stage together. If you've never been to a Big Sean show, you will become a fan. I promise. You need to go check it out. And it's kind of cool because two Detroit artists on stage together for the first time. Dej Loaf is one of those that kind of just skyrocketed to stardom last year and now is going to get a chance to get on stage with Big Sean in Detroit. Hometown show. The vibe will be like unlike any other concert you've been to. Make sure you go check that out. Big Sean, Dej Loaf at the Joe. That's where it's at, a packed Friday night. But we have plenty of events going on for Saturday, and we'll start off in downtown Flint. The Flint Local 432 is hosting a Flint Steamworks open house. Now, this is a makers open house. What do I mean by makers? People who make things, basically, is what it is. It starts at noon. Now, they're going to have their 3D printer, their laser cutter, all that stuff on display for you to go. It's a real hands-on thing, and there's even workshops to where you can learn how to solder. There's no like experience necessary or admission fee or anything like that. It's just a community service. You can go down there. It goes from noon until 4. There'll be a bunch of little workshops, and if you've never seen a 3D printer, honestly, it's kind of cool just to watch how it makes what it makes. It's the Flint Steamworks open house at the Flint Local 432. If you're looking for a great show, you don't have to head very far. Down to the Palace. The Weeknd is going to be on stage with Travis Scott. The Weeknd, he's a Toronto guy, and when he comes to Detroit or Michigan, it feels like a hometown show. And Travis Scott, who is a new up-and-comer, dating Rihanna, obviously, this is going to be a great show, so you need to go check that out. The event to be at, though, on Saturday night, the Michigan Food, Beer, and Wine Festival. It happens at the Flint Farmers Market, 6 o'clock. Now, there's limited tickets available. They'll be available at the door, so make sure you get them or online right now at mifoodbeerwine.com. More than 100 local beers and ciders and all that kind of stuff. And then 50 Michigan wines will be on display. Great food. It's a great atmosphere, and it's one of those where it's an event where when someone goes and you don't, you hear about it for the next 2 weeks. Oh, you should have been there. It was such a good time. Trust me, don't miss it. The Michigan Food, Beer, and Wine Fest, Saturday night, 6 o'clock at the Flint Farmers Market. That's where it's at for a Saturday with Club 937.